What the hell was that? We're coming in hot. Hold on. We just lost our bird. Oh my God.
What the hell is happening down there?
Down here.
They just dropped off my map.
Overrun. We'll hold this position as long as we can. I need you in that fight, Noble One. Noble One, come in. Noble One, do you read me?
The first time I looked at Forge World, and I was like, oh, hey, cool, that's... Oh, holy, you guys did what?
There's just way too much. You can't keep it all in your head at once. It was so beyond our production capability. We were just like, you know, that's crazy. We can't do that. I couldn't stop the artist who started creating it.
Forge is our editing tool that players can build their own maps. I mean, at its core, it's a map editor.
We always had this vision right from the get-go, which is
anyone can build anything.
Giving the fans the tools, they can take it and run with it and make it their own.
Forge World actually started as 5 separate maps.
And I said, wouldn't it be cool if, like, you could play this and go over there, and then play over there if you wanted. And Forge World was born.
An automatically generated LOD system called impostering that makes objects that are really far away really cheap to draw.
We're pushing what we can do with the Forge budget, so that lets us have many more objects up on the screen at once, which lets us put more objects into Forge.
Interesting to take the Banshee or Falcon out for a spin in Forge World. These actually takes a while to get from one end to the other.
The second you come into this space, you should know that you're on Halo. Our old friend, the Forerunners, come back, because the Forerunners create all sorts of cool, interesting pieces of geometry. We wanted to give people a variety of locations that they could forge in a different way. So a gulch, an island, an interior, a very small outdoor pocket, and then the rock, which was kind of based off Ascension. Let's use a lot of interesting parts in it so that people can manipulate it or we can change it. Why don't we bring back Blood Gulch and carve it all up into pieces so that people can start manipulating it in interesting ways. And then Sanctuary was the other one. The Cage and Paradiso, that's just Chad and I playing with the map editor and actually building cool maps within Forge World.
Expanded Sandbox includes new things like, you know, jetpacks, and if people want to build some sort of 3D map and really make use of the jetpack, they can do that now.
Custom game options and Forge go together like peanut butter and jelly. You're able to do things with game types that people might not even expect. My favorite example is King of the Hill, where the warthog is the hill.
I'm super excited to see what people do with it when it goes out, because there's so much crazy stuff in there that's amazing.
So the tools are there. If you have the time and the talent, you can make it.
The community is just going to outstrip us and spank us.
With the new tagging system, you can save a Forge variant, you can post it to your file share, and then you can say, you know, sweet new map.
Things that are good are downloaded by a lot of people and passed around to a lot of people, and that makes the really sweet stuff bubble up to the top. I'm looking forward to what the next big community game type is going to be.
We realized that Reach was our swan song to Halo, and what better way to do that than to let people do what we've been doing all along, which is creating new cool maps.
It's nice to go out with a bang, and this is a pretty big one.
I could eat it every goddamn day, forever.
It's like sitting around on the couch with 7 of your buddies, playing Halo multiplayer, trash talking.
2 men enter, the better man leaves. The lesser man is respawning, and that's Halo.
Really terrified about what people are going to say.
DMR is absolutely an awesome, worthy successor to the battle rifle.
Everyone's totally destroying with the DMR. It's like everyone's got a Death Star in their hands. Everyone's always wanted the Needler to be sweet because it's hilarious and fun. Then it gets too sweet, or all of a sudden, like, something gets fixed, and it's like, oh, tracking's fixed now, and you're like, guys just burst.
The Covenant focus rifle is awesome because it's like that Sentinel beam from Halo 2, but now it's a sniper weapon.
When the pistol started to come back, it was insane. It was so awesome.
I'm super excited to see what people do with armor abilities. It totally changes the game.
You've got this secret weapon in your back pocket that's your 4th leg of fun.
What do you want to be? Invisible? Do you want to fly? Do you want to turn to stone?
With Reach, you've got guys in jetpacks flying around, invisibility guys just showing up.
It's kind of a give and take between us and Sage and Josh, trying to figure out like what's that perfect balance with all the new stuff.
There's a lot of that goes on. They're like, shh, don't tell Sage, he'll nerf it.
You're juggling plates, right? You're just sitting there spinning the plates, and occasionally one starts spinning, you're like, ah! And you're like, making Viz more powerful. And everyone's like, no, I'm picking Viz. And you're like, okay, make it less powerful. And then, oh, no, everyone like, I mean, that's what Sage and those guys do. It's a fucking huge challenge.
They don't ever want to create one super weapon that works in all cases, because that tends to make the game fairly dull. It's really up to the player to decide how do they want to play on a particular map.
It's a choice.
Double kill.
That's, I think, Halo at its best is like making these choices.
You start the game, and immediately you get to choose a loadout.
You're making a single selection that includes your armor ability and your weapon. We sort of pair those intentionally.
It breeds this smarter combat. You'll definitely notice a big difference in how the game functions.
Right now, at this exact moment in development, Armor Lock's insane. It's super powerful. I love it.
It is just fucking fun.
There are 2 Slayer maps. There's
big team battle.
We sort of sat down and said, let's try to make an objective game that has elements like Slayer and try to make that more fun. And we wanted a big, huge, lots of guys and all these fictional elements.
Bam, games, push, rating.
Playing with my friends, having a beer. It's awesome.
Woo-hoo-hoo!